The future of James Bond. Amazon MGM takes the helm after Daniel Craig era. The James Bond franchise, one of the most successful and beloved film series in cinema history, has officially entered a new chapter. Original producers Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, who have long been the custodians of the iconic British spy, recently announced that they have handed over the creative control of the franchise to Amazon MGM Studios. The move marks a significant shift in the legacy of 007, a character that has entertained audiences for over 6 decades. The James Bond series, based on the novels by Ian Fleming, has gone through multiple reinventions, with different actors bringing their unique portrayals of the legendary spy to the screen. From Sean Connery to Daniel Craig, each Bond era has had its defining moments, shaping the evolution of the franchise. Now, as Amazon MGM takes charge, fans are eager to know what the future holds for James Bond. Will the studio stick to the traditional formula of espionage, gadgets, and suave sophistication, or will it take Bond in a bold new direction? Amazon's response to the takeover. While Amazon has remained largely silent since the announcement, CEO Andy Jassy finally addressed the matter in an interview with CNBC. He revealed that although there is no current plan for the next Bond film, the company is committed to treating the franchise with respect and care. "We don't have a plan yet on what the next theme is going to be. Nobody's written the story yet. But we will take great care," Jassy stated. He further emphasized Amazon's dedication to developing the franchise over a long period, ensuring that Bond remains a global cinematic force. One of the most intriguing aspects of the interview was Jassy's comments on artificial intelligence, AI, in filmmaking. With the rise of AI-generated scripts, there have been speculations about whether future Bond films could be influenced by AI technology. However, Jassy was quick to dismiss the notion. "I don't believe AI will be writing a Bond movie. We have had some extremely amazing directors who have been hired by the company in the past." This statement reassures fans that storytelling and creative vision will continue to be at the heart of the Bond franchise. A look back, Daniel Craig's Bond era. The last Bond film, No Time to Die, 2021, marked the end of Daniel Craig's tenure as 007. Craig's portrayal of James Bond, which began with Casino Royale, 2006, was widely praised for its gritty realism, emotional depth, and complex characterization. His films, including Quantum of Solace, 2008, Skyfall, 2012, and Spectre, 2015, redefined the spy genre, making Bond more human and vulnerable than ever before. Craig's departure left a massive question mark over the franchise's future. Who will be the next Bond? What direction will the next film take? And now, with Amazon MGM at the helm, how will corporate influence shape the next era of 007? The Amazon MGM deal, what it means for Bond. Amazon's acquisition of MGM Studios in 2021 for $8.45 billion was a game-changing move in Hollywood. MGM, one of the most storied film studios, has a rich history, but its crown jewel remains the James Bond franchise. At the time of the acquisition, speculation was rampant about how Amazon would handle Bond. Would they prioritize streaming releases over theatrical runs? Would they create Bond spin-off series for Prime Video? Would they modernize Bond's world with cutting-edge technology and AI-driven storytelling? Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, the longtime producers of Bond under Eon Productions, were initially resistant to the idea of Bond becoming part of a streaming-first strategy. They insisted that Bond was meant for theatrical experiences, and any future movies should be released in cinemas before landing on streaming platforms. The search for the next James Bond. With Daniel Craig stepping down, the biggest question looming over the franchise is, who will be the next James Bond? Since No Time to Die was released, several names have been rumored as potential replacements, including Idris Elba, a fan favorite, but the actor has repeatedly dismissed the idea. Henry Cavill, the Man of Steel star, has openly expressed interest in the role. Tom Hardy, a strong contender known for his intense performances. Richard Madden, the Game of Thrones and Bodyguard star, has the classic Bond look. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, reportedly a front-runner in Amazon MGM's considerations. Regine Page, the Bridgerton breakout star, has also been rumored for the role. Broccoli and Wilson have made it clear that the next Bond film will be a complete reinvention of the character, meaning the choice of actor and storytelling approach will define the franchise for the next decade. What direction will Amazon take Bond? While Amazon MGM has not disclosed specific plans, there are several possibilities for the future of Bond. A modernized spy thriller, keeping Bond grounded in realism, much like Daniel Craig's era, but updating the themes to reflect contemporary espionage and geopolitics. A classic Bond revival, returning to the suave, witty and high-tech Bond of the past, reminiscent of Sean Connery and Roger Moore's portrayals. A Bond Cinematic Universe, BCU, expanding the Bond world with spin-offs and prequels, similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. A diverse and inclusive Bond, introducing a fresh perspective with a more diverse cast and modern storytelling. A Bond streaming series. While theatrical films remain the priority, Amazon may explore Bond spin-off series for Prime Video, focusing on MI6 operatives or iconic Bond villains. Will AI influence the future of Bond? Amazon is heavily invested in AI technology, particularly through its Alexa voice assistant and cloud computing services. However, Jassie's comments suggest that Amazon will not allow AI to replace traditional screenwriting and directing. That said, AI could still play a role in Bond's future in other ways. Enhanced visual effects or AI-driven CGI could improve action sequences and stunt work. Smart storytelling tools or AI could help with data-driven audience analysis to shape narratives. Interactive Bond experiences. Amazon might create AI-powered immersive experiences on Prime Video or VR platforms. Conclusion: Bond's next chapter begins. The handover of the James Bond franchise to Amazon MGM marks the start of an exciting and uncertain new era. While Amazon has pledged to respect the legacy of Bond, the real test will be in how they develop the next film and choose the next actor to take on the legendary role. Fans can rest assured that 007 will return, but the question remains, what kind of Bond will we see next? With AI, streaming, and evolving audience expectations, Amazon MGM has the opportunity to reinvent Bond for a new generation while staying true to the elements that have made the franchise an enduring global phenomenon. No matter what happens, one thing is certain: James Bond will continue to thrill audiences for years to come.